What's going on, guys? So a while back I did a video showing some shadow boxes. I got this from the hobby store. Very simple shadow box, happens to have a slit or slot cut out on the top. And I actually got two of these. One was for bottle caps and the other one was for cigar bands. Alright, so when I was done smoking a cigar, I put the band on the top and it kind of hung on the wall. It was nice for display and everything. But this entire thing filled up. I'll show you a picture real quick what that looks like. So what I ended up doing was taking out all these cigar bands and making a scrapbook with them. All right, so I can clear room for more cigar bands because I'm going to continue to smoke them and try new ones. And as you guys know from previous videos, I mention it all the time, but when I'm smoking cigars, more times than not, I'm trying to smoke something I never had before. There is plenty of cigars that I know I like, but the idea for me is to constantly try new ones. All right, so it's cool to have this scrapbook to kind of reference to see if I've had them before. But what's left in here are all the duplicates, like if I had doubles or triples or quadruples. You know, if I enjoyed four of the same cigar and saved all four bands, I just ended up putting those back in here for now. But I ended up getting a cheap journal from Staples. This was less than 10 bucks. All right, and I just took a glue stick and cleaned them up a little bit and glued them down. I left the first page blank. I think, going to go back, and the first page I'm going to do all my Cuban bands and then like Cuban fakes, which there's a ton of those as well. But it's kind of interesting for a reference. So yeah, they're just all glued down. So I can go back and see what cigars I've had before. A lot of these I remember. There's a good chunk that I've done reviews on as well. So total, there was 175 different cigar bands, okay? Now, there's also a couple, foot bands. If you're not familiar, some cigars have more than one band on there. All right, so like maybe there's a main band that has like the logo and the brand, but like, down towards the foot of the cigar, or, towards the bottom, there'll be a separate band with more information on it. I also put those in here as well. So out of the 175, let's say there's maybe 150 unique cigar bands in here. All right, so I've had at least 150 different cigars. And I've saved most of the bands on cigars that I've had before. And you can say, there's just a wide variety of stuff. From super expensive high-end stuff, to cheap flavored cigars and everything in between. But I have plenty of pages left, more than I'll ever need. And yeah, in the future when I get more cigars after each one, I'll take the band and I'll put it back in here probably and keep that on display on the wall. And when it fills up again, I'll go back to the book and fill the book up again. But I thought it was just a fun, interesting project. If you guys happen to, be into the hobby of cigars, it's just an idea for you to do. You don't have to do the shadow box display like I did. You can just save the bands and glue them right in here. There's all kinds of cool projects too. People were recommending, because I posted a picture of the full shadow box on Instagram, and someone said, oh man, you should put like get like a big old block of it, pour in some resin or something and make an ashtray out of it. I thought that was an awesome idea. Don't have the resources to do that, and I already started gluing them down, but who knows, maybe in the future or something. Anyway, just wanted to share that. I thought it was a fun little project for people out there. Again, if you're really into the hobby of cigars, it might be a nice idea to try so you can have a reference. And of course, I just glued these down just so that I can see them, but if you want, you can glue one down right after you smoke it, and you can make smoking notes, so you can write, hey, I like this, or put a check mark if you liked it, or an X through it, or next to it, or whatever. If you didn't like it, you can write, how it tasted to you, maybe the price, who knows. So it's a good reference for the future in case you wanted to revisit certain cigars. But anyway, just wanted to share that with you, just to give you an idea. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an awesome day. If you happen to smoke cigars, write down below. Do you get something different all the time? Are you constantly trying new things like I do? Or do you happen to find a certain cigar you like and it's just your go-to? I know plenty of people like that. They found what they like and they just stuck with it. Nothing wrong with that. So anyway, hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video. Take care.